I have an occasion to speak with Armin Van Buuren during 4th edition of Amsterdam Music Festival. You play at 10, I guess. 10 p.m.
Almost at the end, yeah. Closing down the Amsterdam Music Festival and the Amsterdam Dance event, of course. It's the Sunday, so it's the last day of the 2016 edition. Yeah, I'm very excited.
2001 was the year when you start a State of Trance. And I was listening last time a State of Trance, that was the number 781.
Yeah.
And you told something about the person who is godfather of a State of Trance. Can you say more about this person and why you told about this person that he's a godfather?
You mean Robin Albers?
Robin Albers.
Yeah, Robin Albers is JD, and he had a track out called Plastic Dreams back in the day. And I played his track on the show as Armin's old school classic, because at the end of the show I like to play a track that for me started the history of trance music. And Robin, is a good friend. He was the director of IDT Radio or Slam FM.
FM.
Yeah, it was called Slam FM, and then straight after it was called IDT Radio. And he was the director in 2001, and he gave me the opportunity to start the radio show, which was called initially Into Trance. And I made it the State of Trance.
Is he told you? Did he give you some advice how to make a? This is all, everything was your idea, right?
Yeah, all the rest was my idea, but he gave me the opportunity. So that's why I think he's one of the founding fathers of the State of Trance, because he said you can do the show. So I started episode 1 on June 1st, 2001 in the radio studio in Amsterdam on Slam FM. Yeah.
And next question is maybe more deeper, because I like to listen your interviews, and in one of the interview that was something you said it's all about the reality. What it means?
What do you mean, all about the reality? I have to know the context. Yeah, do you know in which context I said that?
That was the conversation with a journalist, and he was laughing about that what you are talking, and you told him this interview is only for fun because the people know what it will be for real in this interview. What it means?
Well, I can't really recall which interview you're saying, but I guess I might have been saying that for me, when I play the trance music, people think like it's some dream, but these emotions that you feel when you're playing are very real. They're very now, and that's what I love about music. It's not some fake or it's not some pre-programmed shit. The feelings you have are very real.
Next important year for you, I think it's 2003. You set up your own label, Armada Music. What is the reason that this factory calls Armada Music?
Armada Music, Armada stands for Armin Michael David. My name is AR, David is DA, and Michael is spelled Maykel. So
that's the first capital letters of
our names, of first names. Yeah. So the company carries our names.
Which moment was the key moment that you realized you would like to become a professional musician? I know that you finished a law, but you could be a lawyer, but you decide to be an artist.
Yeah.
What was the main point of this decision?
I guess, you know what, the real honest answer to your question is that there wasn't really a definitive moment, a day or a point in time where I decided actively I'm going to be a DJ. Because you know what, I didn't know what it actually was. When I dreamed of being a popular DJ, the highest thing you could dream of was playing at the Rembrandt Square here in Amsterdam. It was unthinkable to play anywhere else but in Holland.
Because when you started at 1993, there was no festivals like Amsterdam Music Festival.
No. There was no DJ magazine, there was no big festivals, there was no... there was the first Amsterdam Dance event, but it was very small. And it was a very different time. So at that point I just dreamt of... I always loved dance music. I still love it. I love the early house sounds. I love the early trance sounds. So that was a big motivation just to continue with the music. But I couldn't really think of private jets or playing in other countries because that's something that no other DJ was doing at that point. It was only up until 1990. 1998, 1999 that DJs started to fly to the UK and to the US to perform there. There were only a few
From Holland? That was the DJ from Holland?
Yeah, no, I mean, Dutch DJs played a little bit. For example, in the summer they used to go to Crete or holiday destinations like Ibiza maybe, but this was not very common. Right now every DJ is all over the planet, and that was a very fairly new thing back in the day. Yeah.
So how do you think, what is the best way for the people who would like to become new producers, new DJs? Which way now is the best for him? But I can guess for that what you said, that in the future was harder to become a superstar, not now.
It's just as difficult now as it was then. I mean, you have a lot of DJs now, more than in the past, but you also have more parties. So I guess right now the only thing that you should really have is something unique. I keep telling this to people: if you're a copy of somebody else, then you won't really get very far. You have to try to distinguish yourself from other acts.
Own style.
Own style, and it takes a lot of time to develop your own style. Some people are lucky, like Martin Garrix, he went up really fast, but I think he's an exception.
You think he's a lucky, or he's got a talent?
Talent. Oh, absolutely, no doubt. Martin Garrix has talent. Of course, he had luck and talent, and he looks good. He's a good DJ, so he had he had the X factor.
All activities.
Exactly. Yeah, it's never about one thing. I think if you want to be a successful DJ, you have to have a right team around you. You have to have a good visual designer. You need a good website designer. You need somebody who has your visuals, your social media. You need a good record label that supports you.
But at first, I think the best way is to have an idea.
And a good track.
Yeah, good tracks, yes, as well.
If you have a big hit like Martin Garrix had with Animals, then that is your quickest way to the top.
But you as well have a big hit. It's called In and Out of Love. 2008, I guess.
Yep.
Do you remember what was the atmosphere during making a movie to this track?
It was very weird because when I did In and Out of Love, it was very different than the other music I was doing at the time. Because this was a trance track that had a breakbeat, and I was doing a lot of 4 to the floor kick drums at that time. So it was a very different track for me to put out. So I guess it was kind of a. You know what? It's really it's a funny story because I already finished the Imagine album, and In and Out of Love was the last track to be featured on the album. Last track that Benno and I finished. And
but I think, in my personal opinion, the best.
Yeah, okay, well, great. I mean, I really love the rest of the album too, but it was very different than the rest of the tracks on the album. Even though it had sort of a similar sound because we used the same kind of synths, there was no other breakbeat track on that album, so it was a bit different.
But really nice to listen.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay.